but it'll bring up 1st and 10.
The snap.
Insomniacs.
Hamilton under pressure, caught. David Clark slip slide. Touchdown, Insomniacs. Will be the end of our first quarter. This will be the final play of our first quarter. No, correction, it's 3:46 left to go. Tender will carry it. David Tender will throw this one. That's caught. Slip, slide. Larry Wiggles got to put on the afterburners. He's got to run this one out. This ain't the Renegades. This ain't the Hawks. It's the defending champs. Touchdown, Silk City. They find a way late in the first to get within one. And you see the Vistons, you see the mountains. They've got a long way to go before they can celebrate, but the climb has begun, Corey Hammond.
I'm really not sure what happened on that play from the start of it. There was a lot going on. They go in the motion that sets up the jet action. Then they go into what looks like a speed option look. And nobody covers the wide receiver that sneaks down the field. We were told, Matt, there's 5 #1 corners on this team. I see 0 corners in the frame when the pass.
Hamilton, one man set to the left, the snap. Pressure immediately to throw to the end zone. Finally reel it in. Touchdown, Insomniacs.
And that's been that's the route that David Clark scored on. Carswell is left.
And it looks like there's a whistle on the play. And it is 13-0 to catch by 0-0. That is William Carswell, aka Amber's youngest son. He has been a huge target in his rookie season. And we talk about the Insomniacs getting better, Corey. The wide receiver core getting this man and Shannon Allen have been huge booms for Scott Hamilton.
Yeah, William Carswell last year, he only had a couple appearances for the gold. He actually had 2 returns on the season for the gold on 3-on-1s, both for touchdowns. And you see there on the slant route, just too much speed, a good move at the top of the route to get wide open, and that's a tough pass.
That's the only way they've been able to get there. Just set up the play action. It's 4:27 left to go. Snap the screen. Hamilton in trouble. Hamilton throws it. He gets it. That's locked loose. Trey Baskerville is up with it. Trey Baskerville, like last week. Baskerville revisited. Slip slide. He powers his way through to the end zone. Trey Baskerville speeds across.
Just enough.
Pressure immediate. Hamilton throws to the end zone. And there that man is. Big Willie Carswell.
No, that's
oh,
prime.
pardon me,
That's
Shannon Allen. Shannon Allen, prime time, number 21. And I wouldn't turn up in the club just yet, gentlemen, but they take a re-racked lead. And there's that man Carswell again, talking that talk. And
another one of the unsung rookies from the Insomniacs.
I wouldn't say I would not call that man unsung.
He had 4 touchdowns in his debut.
Just effortless.
Yeah, and it's that same concept.
29 seconds of this first half. Completely empty bottom of your screen. Tender rolls out to his left. Launches this one to the sideline. Crosses over. Picked up on Waco. Waco stole that one. Said, nah, son, I'm from Silk City. We wear shiesties and pull what we want. Touchdown animals.
Wingo got way behind the defense, Matt, and it was actually not a perfect throw from Tender. He does give his receiver a chance, which is why he's going to end up with the yards and touchdown stats. But this is just Wingo going up top shelf on top of somebody's head, absolutely disrespecting the little child that was beneath him and turning it into not just a catch, but a score.
And in Vegas, they wouldn't let you out of the casino for this one.
Oh, no.
Hi-yow!
Where's the archer there? Where's the bow and arrow? It's not in this play. It's Monkey's turn to be on. Archie sees in your backfield. He had him.
But we saw what the Watchman did the last time. Swats it, but that touchdown. Insomniacs. Scott Hamilton got that ghost put in him. He found a way to wake up, and they increased the lead.
Right. Now, listen, they called quick on offense to get the ball moving almost immediately once the ball was set. The Animals weren't ready, and
oh boy.
Hamilton,
oh boy.
The snap, the pressure, Hamilton to the end zone. He gets there into the parking lot. He finds himself right there. Shout out to Pinecrest Cadence. That man's too fast. That man's too big. The gas is too strong. Amber's youngest son making mama proud. Touchdown, Insomniacs.
Boy, how big has William Coswell been this afternoon, Joe? His second touchdown reception of the day that added. He is doing it all.
To quote my niece, car vroom vroom, beep beep, go fast. Shout out to Emma K as the Insomniacs find a way to break the frame, break the cameraman, and break the scoreboard one more time and increase their lead. But the championship points, Corey Hammond, that man almost ended up in the
Through the cracks, Matt. And now they're going to go into
Got him.
looks like
The
an
throw.
offensive set to throw.
Hamilton deep, downfield, touchdown, Insomniacs, one more time. That
Speed of some of the top quarterbacks in our league, but he's certainly been nimble today.
That's snap. Hamilton throws this one, caught, and he ties the record. That one gets to number 19, Trevin Fleming. And they get it into the end zone. Touchdown. And after this play, I'll tell you, it'll be 3rd and 8. Pender steps up, throws. That one is caught. Here's an opportunity. Don't feel sorry for Omari. The Animals keep the pace going. They keep the heartbeat beeping. Do not count out those Silk City boys. Touchdown, Animals.
That's huge.
Cut it for those keeping track at home. It's a great way to start the fourth quarter. And if anything holds true, the Insomniacs might be going for the record. Look at this play. I don't even know how this worked out in the Animals' favor. It was just
Lack
as
of
easily.
The football
Lack of
gods.
tackling.
Well, it was just as easily an interception opportunity when you all the players. You cannot give yourself nicknames. That's not how this goes.
2nd down, to throw underneath, an opportunity to keep it going, and there it
That's how you
is.
get it back.
8 is enough for Scott Hamilton. Touchdown, Insomniacs, as Scott Hamilton makes not A7FL history, not pro football history, but organized modern.
Here.
Codrington on his own version of Record Watch today will jog this one in, slip slide, touchdown BIC.
Too easy.
5:16 left to go in our first quarter. Stone King hands it off, and that one will get in there. Touchdown, sick with it. Carried in by
I see.
another 3rd and long for the defending Eastern Conference champions. The underneath screen to Ashante Worthy. Breaks down the internet, slows things down, but he finds a way to... Word on what happened. It'll be 1st and goal. BIC looking to score. The toss, that's to Robinson. Robinson will be met at the line, but he will find his way in there. Trey Robinson, a.k.a. Superman, will not meet his kryptonite today.
With Bones' game. That's a man that you could throw a fade to and he'll head top you
Former-
at 300 pounds.
Former Baltimore, I believe he won a championship with the Gators in 2018. Codrington to the sideline. That's Kason Campbell. Kason Campbell showing his escapability. Touchdown! BIC! KK! That man is made of butter! Just... Or Vegas. In motion, pressure immediately, whips this one deep downfield, and they catch it, slip, slide, Stone King back in the game, 1-play drive, and that's number 23, Marcus Betts again, showing up the BIC.
And I appreciate Betts' game today. You know, this is a guy that once upon a time was on this Siquidit roster, especially in the prime of their season last year, talking about that he deserved more credit and more attention. Well, this is how you get it. Let it rip, Stone King. How is Big Mook in coverage? That's how you do it. 2 drives from Canyon Stone King, 1 play each.
Sickwood is not going out like that. They won't let a website dictate anything. They will not let anyone but them dictate their own destiny as they try to knock on the door against the BIC on Duran. Hands it off to Big Mook. Mook will bounce around, slides it into the house. Big Mook Duran throwing up the gloves. Shout. Stone King called one earlier in this drive. Stone King faces the pressure. Thrown, blows through the coverage. Kason Campbell could not keep up. Dion's.
But it'll bring up third down.
3rd and 4. The handoff. That is Robinson again. Robinson bounces off. He crosses the 50. Trey Robinson finds his way to 20 to 15 to 10 to 5. He finds his way pushed into the end zone. Will they give it to him? Trey Robinson may in fact be the man of steel because he's Superman. Touchdown, BIC.
Wow, Matt. And not only has he made all of the medium plays, choosing violence on every single one of them, after getting free on a couple of stiff arms, he turns on the jets and is all heart and all will fighting his way to the goal line. All Sickwood can do is push him past the goal line. Look at this run. This should not be a touchdown. If you tackle with your shoulder and wrap like a football player, they're bringing that man down. But even a guy in Southern can't make the play. Get off me. No, sir. You are too tiny to deal with me. I am just going to take this.
43 to 36. 3rd and goal. Codrington throws this one. That's caught. He wasn't touched. Robinson slides in there literally. Touchdown, BIC.
Those shots and feel real confident that they're going to end up scores.
Looking to keep some pressure. Stone King launches this one deep downfield. Richardson slide, and just like that, this one again gets a little closer, a little more contentious. He runs up the hill, and he finds and daps up some people.
Warning. But the key is they have to keep them from getting in the end zone, period.
The handoff to Trey Robinson. Robinson. Nope, that's Codrington. Codrington kept it. He gets in there. They get to the LT marker.